Hello and welcome to the latest edition of Marketing Cracked, and today I'm going to talk about being perfect. So welcome back. So Dress Down Friday, I'm recording this on a Friday, so you might notice I'm not in my usual three-piece suit. Dress Down Friday is always in aid of our chosen charity, the Harry Johnson Trust. If you'd like to know more about why we support this fantastic local charity, just visit theharryjohnsontrust.co.uk. So, we're all going to talk about being perfect. Now, the reason for this video... oh, excuse me, got to give it the fags. I'm a joke, I did that 15 years ago now. Couldn't afford to smoke now, got to be honest. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm going to talk about being perfect. And the reason this video came about was a couple of people have said, oh, there's a couple of typos on your subtitles, and they're absolutely right. Now, a few years ago, that really would have bothered me, but now we have to weigh up how much time is involved doing something compared to actually getting enough content out. That's the message of this video. You've got to get your marketing out consistently. So it's like, the analogy would be breakfast networking, which you talk about a lot. You could have your immaculate suit on, your hair's all done, you go out, you hand out amazing embossed business cards, you nail your 60-second elevator pitch, but you're only turning up to networking once every 6 months. So you're better off doing that, or are you better off turning up every week where maybe your 60 seconds isn't always perfect? Maybe sometimes you've got a bit of a casual shirt on rather than a suit. It's doing it, getting out in front of people regularly. And it's the same thing with videos. I could spend, or get one of my team to spend, an hour going through that subtitles file and changing every little apostrophe, or they can do a good skim, make sure it reads okay, and it's done in 5 minutes. So from our point of view, the most important thing is firstly we're doing subtitles. When we put our videos onto Facebook, 85% of Facebook users don't have the sound on when they're scrolling through their timeline, so very important to have subtitles. And plus, you have to think about people who are deaf. We've got a client who's deaf, so subtitles perfect. And to be honest, I'd never even thought about that when we started doing them. It was primarily because of that 85%. So subtitles are very important. So the main thing is we're doing subtitles, but also there's another marketing company that does videos, and they do amazing videos. They are just superb quality, multiple edits, lovely music. I wouldn't like to think how many takes it took, and they got the proper lighting, all this stuff. But by the time they've done one video, I've done 5. So I'm not saying good is good enough. I don't like that phrase, but there are some things like an apostrophe in the wrong place in your subtitles that if that's going to stop you getting your content out, you're really missing a trick. So people say a goal without a deadline is just a dream, and that is so true. So we set ourselves targets here that, right, we need to produce 2 to 3 videos a week. We need to be posting on LinkedIn every single weekday. So all of our team know what they have to do. We have to keep an Instagram story running, because it's all very well having these wonderful ideas, this vision of a perfect video in your head, this vision of a perfect sales letter in your head. But if it's still in your head 3 months later, you might as well have got that video out at 95% of where you wanted it, or that sales letter that was 95% there, you might as well have got it out. There's no point having a perfect sales letter that's still stuck in your drawer. So I think you've got to get stuff done, and here's the rub. Imperfect action will always beat perfect inaction. Now, for a perfectionist, let's say a business owner, most business owners are control freaks, let's face it, and I know there are some things I really struggle to let go with. And again, a couple of years ago, I really would have struggled letting subtitles or anything go out that wasn't absolutely spot on to the letter. But in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. The fact is, we are talking about the services we offer, the benefits we offer. We're sharing our advice free of charge on a regular basis, and it's something I'm always encouraging our clients to do. Now, we've got some clients who are fantastic at social media, but they pay us because we do it consistently. They'll do fantastic posts once a week, but we'll do the same sort of quality post because they are so good, but we'll just make sure we're doing it 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week. And some of our clients pay us for that because they know that we set goals, we set deadlines, and we get stuff out on a regular basis. And I know you're sick of me saying this, but it comes back to those 2 words: consistent, persistent. That's the secret of almost like 80% of your marketing. it's getting your name out there regularly. Now, things like subtitles, again, they don't have to be perfect. Some things do, like your branding, for example. So, blimey, a bit close there. This yellow, the code break yellow, it has to be a certain shade of yellow, a certain colour code. You have to be an absolute perfectionist when it comes to your brand, and you have to rule your brand so seriously. If you're sending your imagery off to newspapers for an ad or whatever, you need to make sure that your logo isn't cramped into a corner, anything like that. It's exactly the right colour you want it. So some things do have to be perfect, but not everything has to be perfect in your marketing, and that's something you have to weigh out. Now, you might totally disagree with me. You might think it's better to do one video a month. That's absolutely spot on. I disagree with that. It's a free country after all. So that's what we're talking about today, about imperfect action will always beat perfect inaction. So instead of thinking about that video, thinking about that sales letter, just bloody do it. I'll see you soon for another edition of Marketing Cracked.